Average Podcast. Yeah.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Average Podcast. This time a solo podcast, just by myself, and today I'll be making some stir-fry. Some stir-fry today, and you can cook along at home with me if you so desire. So, how am I going to start this? Okay, don't ask me why I've chosen to do this. I couldn't really tell you, but I wanted to make something, and I thought, hey, if I can spread my clear, obvious knowledge on how to cook stir-fry, then yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that thing. So everyone needs to know. Everyone needs to know how to make a good old stir-fry, and we're gonna see if I actually do know how to, because I'm not sure if I do. Okay, so I'm currently getting the noodles out of the packet, which you could probably hear terribly. Ooh, that might be terrible on the audio. Yikes! I'll probably stop doing that now. Jeez. I've got it all out, and I'm gonna do it in a saucepan. So that means I need to place the noodles in boiling water, then remove from heat and leave them to soak for 6 minutes. And yeah, stir frequently to separate the noodles. I think I'm gonna have 2 little lumps of noodles out of the 4 I've got. They look like sizable lumps, which is usually bad to have sizable lumps. If you've got a lump on you, I don't think you really want like a big lump, right? Big lump, bigger problem, right? Okay, I'm just gonna boil the water now. I think it's a silent one, because I was expecting it to like just whiz off, but it's currently quiet. If you can hear that on the audio, it's probably gonna sound terrible, so we may cut it out. I'm sorry if it sounds bad. So in the meantime, I'm gonna take what I'm having in my stir fry out, which unfortunately some of it is a Frankfurter, which I'm quite ashamed of. I prefer some chicken or something, but this is what I got. It's what I shall work with. So yeah, I'm going to just cut it up into little slices of it, so I can have as many mouthfuls of the Frankfurter, because I think that's really one of the best bits of the stir fry. Is like usually like the meat, chicken and duck. It's proper nice, because I really like noodles, like genuinely, not no bit. I really like noodles. It's one of my favourite foods, and I used to go all the time to this noodle shop in Oxford, and I think it's a chain. I think Noodle Nation, if you've heard of it, big up. That was disgusting. No, yeah, it was Noodle Nation. And I loved going there. When I went there with Kat, who's been on the podcast. We would always go there. We'd always get the same thing. We'd always get like some spring rolls, like 8 spring rolls, and then get a massive bowl of chicken chow mein with like the thin noodles, the proper fucking good noodles. God, it was so nice. But then I went into Oxford recently for my birthday. Turned 18. Was up in Oxford, and I saw that the one I'd always go to with Kat was shut, and I was like so upset. And they had like a police card written on like the door of it, because it was completely like abandoned. Like you only had like the painting in there that said like Noodle Nation with the red. It was still in there, but like apart from that, like no tables, no nothing. And I like read some of the stuff on the police report, and it was like, oh, if you come back here again, like we can charge you and stuff. It's like, what happened here? What happened here at the Noodle Nation? Like, I can imagine some deadly shit going down here. I feel like it's a very good battleground. I personally would love to see a fight on, say, like a Super Smash Bros. Level of this Noodle Nation. I think it worked very well. Just Mario kicking this shit out with someone with some spaghetti. I don't think you can pick up things in Smash, but just imagine you can. And imagine a Mario picks up the noodles. Did I say spaghetti before? He picks up the noodles and he like forces them down Kirby's throat until he like chokes and dies. And that, the kettle is boiled. Just pouring the boiled water now on my noodles. I'm doing it in the wok because I think it's quite efficient if I don't use like another separate pan, because I can just drain the wok of the noodles. So they all sit in there, and I'll turn them periodically. In the meantime, I've cut up all my frankfurters, which has been highly successful. I don't think anyone's ever cut frankfurters like this. I have a big spoon. I prepped with a big spoon. Hell yeah. You know, you're like, if you prepare, you will succeed. That's what I heard them say. But yeah, now I'm probably gonna start looking at opening again another. This is a real budget, like cheap stir fry. But I've got like ready-made vegetables cut and everything from, you won't believe it, the bloody co-op. Yeah. So that's already. I don't need to cut anything more up like I did with the frankfurters. I just need to make sure that they're ready to be dunked in once the noodles have obviously, you know, boiled and that. So yeah, we shall wait in preparation. I like a lot of soy sauce with my noodles, because what I find is like there's never, because like you can buy noodles from like pre-made places if you're like taking them out, but then like when you do that, when you get these ones that are from someone else has made it and put the soy sauce in, it's never enough, you know. And like my dad has bought me a whole new separate soy sauce so I can drown it, because when I have spring rolls, which is like one of my favourite foods, I love spring rolls, I like do this thing where like you have to like bite off the end and then you pour the soy sauce into the spring roll, and I just drown it. And like I'm usually like holding them and it's like just falling apart at the seams because the soy sauce is just so wet and it's so dry. So, but yeah, I've got to say it's pretty flippin' tasty. Okay, now we've got noodles that are boiling, looking like a blonde woman's hair. Like a lovely blonde woman's hair is boiling in my pot. Yeah, no, it's kind of strange. God damn. Okay, yeah, that's almost done. To be fair, it does look blonde hair. Maybe some Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean, played by Bill Nye. I think it's Bill Nye. I'm gonna say Bill Nye, even though that is the science guy. But I never watched that, so I don't care. I love Bill Nye though, if that is how you pronounce it. Who played Davy Jones, also played a bunch of other good characters. But my parents have always hated him, and when I like first watched him in films, I never understood why. Because I was like, he seems pretty cool. And like I really like his acting, and in About Time, which is one of my more favourite films, one of my favourite films. He's like the dad in that, and I think he plays it really well. And like the way he like, I just remember the way he like dances and stuff. It's like it's weirdly like unnatural, but then like you realise no, that is like you see someone like that, you can imagine someone like that. Or it's just like a perfect version, I say. But yeah, I've realised it probably would have been smart to put the hob on underneath the stir fry to probably speed along the process. And if that was super obvious and I super already should have done that, leave me alone. I think the noodles should almost be done. A little bite test. Yeah, a little bit longer. God, they don't taste good at all just by themselves. Okay, should get the colander ready. so I can drain them. Ooh, don't know if you can hear that bit of sizzle because I can think the bottom of the wok was wet, so we have to deal with the sizzle. I'm so sorry, about this.
Ooh, Jeremy, put your tea down. We have a listener.
What?
I said we have a listener.
No. I know what you said. I'm just surprised.
Why would you be surprised? We deserve a listener, don't we?
Well, I guess we do. After all, we've worked very hard to get together our little antique shop up and running.
We have indeed, and it hasn't been smooth sailing either, especially when...
Roger! Don't give it away, otherwise they won't listen.
Goodness me, you're right.
Well, we must address the listener.
Oh, yes, good idea. Dear listener,
Roger and I cordially invite you
to begin your auditory journey
of comedy and adventure
while adding a touch of class to your day.
We wish you a joyful listen.
Good evening.
Yes. What? No. Roger, why would you say that?
You know, isn't that how you end something like this?
Well, yes, sometimes, but how do we know if they're listening in the evening or
yes,
what time they're listening? They might
fair
not
point.
be listening in the
Okay.
evening.
Good morning.
No, because it might not actually be the morning when they're listening. So saying good morning or good evening is not going to help at all.
You know, what am I supposed to say? Good afternoon?
No, Roger, don't be ridiculous. That is utterly ridiculous.
Well, do you have any other better sign-offs than this?
Well, yes, how about goodbye? I mean, that's what people usually say on the street as well, because we're meant to be common.
Yes,
we're meant
but
to
that's
be
rather
with the
boring,
people.
don't you think?
That's not boring.
Goodbye?
It's not boring. How is good evening more exciting than
Well,
goodbye?
okay, well, how about we say it in a foreign language?
Oh, Roger.
Adieu.
You are being utterly ridiculous.
No, I am being utterly creative.
No, you're... No, I have had enough of this. Donna will settle this.
Don't bring Donna in this. What help is she going to be? She's less than us. She's below us. We are more intelligent.
Donna is understanding of my superiority over you.
You know what? I can't.
She
I can't
understands
take this.
what the people want. She understands.
You're scaring
what
off the
people want.
listeners. They're not going to want to listen with you behaving like this.
Roger, don't you dare mention that. That is insensitive of you to mention about how I scare people off. You understand how scary. Go on.
And we're back! So in the meantime, while you just experienced that brief ad, I have drained the noodles. They are done. I was like struggling to know if they were actually done for a while I had them in, but I just said fuck it. I want to have this eaten because I'm very hungry. So I just said they will do whatever they are. I'm now frying up the pre-cut vegetables and everything in the wok. It's going swimmingly. I'm going to now add the Frankfurter. I feel so wrong saying that. Such a stupid, like spam, you know. I don't think anyone's ever proud of eating spam. But, can't lie, it tastes pretty good. Now I'm going to put the noodles in there too. And eventually I'll add soy sauce. I hope you're cooking along at home. I'm just saying. I think it's very educational, you know. I've been listening to a lot of Bo Burnham recently. I feel like I may have missed the boat on Bo Burnham as to like it's past when people were like interested with him, and so I'm like just listening to him by myself with like no one to really vibe with him on because it's already been like discussed and said and whatever. But I think he's amazing. It's one of my like favorite artists. Is Bo Burnham. Like I think the stuff he's made is really really good. And if I could like emulate anyone's career, it would be like that. Not necessarily the stand-up and the music, though I'd love to be able to have that kind of talent. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I really do think that like Make Happy and Words, they're really, really good, at least in my opinion. And like a lot of his like jokes and stuff are a bit dated, because like obviously it was like 2013, and obviously his most recent one was I think 2017 maybe, or something like that, or 15, yeah. So like it's relatively recent, but like a lot of them do feel a bit dated. But like still, I like, you just like acknowledge the fact that hey, that would have been like really good at its prime. Like I imagine if I was still in that time, or I was this age at that time, I could see how that I would find that like really, really funny, that kind of thing. But then some of the jokes I think really do hold up. Yeah, pretty good. And now added everything in the pot. Got the soy sauce in now. I'm just mixing it all up before I put it on a plate for myself. I have totally not done what I needed to do, which was to cook the onions. I wanted onions in there too. I could caramelize some onions for myself now, which will be really quickly. I'll turn off the heat on this hob, let the stir fry sit for a bit whilst I cut up these onions and yeah, then I can add some onion to it, because I realised that the rainbow stir fry packaging didn't have any onions. Quite upset, because I weirdly enough love me some onions. Yeah, like Henry's hair cutting ASMR, I'm sure, if you can hear it. Yeah, that's all them cut up. I'll just move the stir fry a bit so it's not sticking to the pan, you know. I think a little bit might have, but I'll take it off the heat, so it's just chilling now. Oh, a noodle fell. But yeah, that should be fine. I'll split up these onion bits, so like I'm getting more, you know, more bang for my buck. I'm sure that applies in this situation. That saying. Perfect. Just tearing up all these onions because I want more. That's all I can say, mate. All I can say, I want more. Me. Okay. Some are weirdly harder than others, the layers to separate. But I'm almost pretty much done it. Perfect. Now I need to get a new little pan, which I hadn't thought I needed, but I've got it now. Got it there. Place it down on the heat. Put some olive oil on there. And cook these onions up for not that long, because they're going to be put into the cooked in the stir fry anyway. But you know, just need to cook them by themselves first, so I'm not like basically eating a raw onion. Yeah, the heat should get back in there quickly. Put some more soy sauce in there, like I said. I likes to drown it. Mix that all up while it's sitting for a few seconds while I add these onions. Okay. Put all my shiz in the bin. Yeah. This has been a weird one, I'm sure. Who knows if it even makes it to air, you know, but it's been interesting. I wanted to make something, and a lot of the time I give myself excuses like, like the camera battery is not on. I can't find my charger, so I'll just leave it. Or my tripod's not tall enough to film this. I need someone to move the camera, as well as I can't just have it be still like I have to, because I don't have anyone to help film. Or like, this person made something really good, what's the point? Or like, I don't even know what to say, like what is my message in the video, or like a podcast, I want to talk with someone else, and like all these excuses, and I thought it necessary to almost force myself in that way. I watch a lot of YouTube by you know, like, don't like to say it in the way that, like, because I'm an aspiring actor and stuff, it feels weird watching that medium where, like, I know the patterns and trends of it, but that's not what I want to do, but that is what's probably going to be kind of successful in the future if you think about it. Although there's video games, which I also would love to be a part of, but yeah, I watch a lot of YouTube, and I'm watching a lot of these guys called Yes Theory. Don't know if you've heard of them, don't care if you like them or not. I personally think they're really good, and their videos are really good, and they inspire this idea of seeking discomfort, which I'd love to live by more in my life, because I think at this point I'm just turned 18 and stuff, and I'm going up to London and things, and like I want to make sure I'm putting myself in these situations to making the good memories, because if you're always in comfort, you're not going to make those really good memories, you know. So even if this doesn't go up, at least I've made myself do it. So yeah, these onions are cooking up now. Don't want them to stick to the pan, but just moving them about a bit. Yeah, I didn't say I need to cook them that much, did I? So leave them be for a couple more seconds, and we'll add them to the stir fry. Oh, hello there. I completely got sidetracked. I have now just added the onions. Now on the stuff, I'm gonna add a bit more olive oil, so I'm not getting like dry and it's gonna stick to the bottom less. Yeah, I added a lot of olive oil there. A bit more slippery. Yeah, start turning it. Yeah, this is pretty much done. We've come to the end of our journey. I'd like to say thank you for listening, if you made it this far. Make sure to listen to all the other podcasts. We should have an Eggs and Fish coming to you soon. And please go to the YouTube channel, The Average Podcast, and watch the animations, because I'm super proud of them. Gemma does an amazing job, amazing job at making them, and yeah, I'm super proud to have them up, and something I've always wanted is these animations. So yeah, make sure to go check that out. Check out the Instagram, on Twitter, AveragePodC1. And yeah, have a good day, evening, morning, rest of the day. Like, do your thing. Okay, I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Bye.